What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Today, just got a couple of little updates I want to provide to you guys, and just yeah, I got actually a product that I'm going to install, um, and kind of give you guys a little talk, like I said, and just give you like a little update project or whatever. As you can see, I still have a empty bay. Engine is here. And I know you're probably wondering what's going on, why it's covered. And actually, the engine and trans is together now, all one unit. However, I tried to install it by myself, and it was very hard to do. You can imagine. So I went against what I said in one of my other videos, where I was just gonna have a buddy come out and help me or whatever. But anyways, long story short. I wind up doing some significant scratches and all to the bay. Definitely in this area, I wind up scratching this pretty bad. So what I wind up doing is actually going in, as you can see, I wind up reshooting the bay. It has you can see the pearl in it, really good. And then remember, I had nicked this up here in this area pretty good. So I had to redo some things, and this will be covered, and I'll go over that. But yeah, I wind up painting this, fixing it. But I just took that time to re-clear. Well, not re-clear. I just took the time to redo the bay to the way that I want it, to the level that I want it. Because this was like the first thing I painted on this car when I decided to tackle the work in it. As you can see, the detail is there, just like it is in the body and everywhere else on the car now. And that what you're seeing is the flake dancing. I haven't cut or buffed the bay, wet sanded or anything like that. So what you're seeing is what you're going to get. Most likely, I'm not even going to worry about. I do have some runs that I'm gonna sand and cut out of there, but as you can see, I'm pretty happy with the results of the bay. Definitely a lot better than what it was prior. And then again, say this here, as you can see the colors and the flake and everything dancing. And then as you go up, you see it's at the same level of detail as the body. Body's a little dusty. It's just been sitting. So it's not as clean as it should be. As you can see the dust build up all back there. But I don't even know if this is going to show up, which it will. This is natural light. But in the sun, that flake is really dancing. I wish this camera could pick it up, but one day when I get the car out of the garage, finally, you guys will be able to see it in sunlight. But you can see that's the roof of the car. It's now, like I said, it's got the detail in it. The bay has the same detail as the body, which it looks good. Yeah, that wound up happening to me. Like I said, I wound up damaging the bay just because I was being impatient and just trying to rush and just do things. And yeah, but at the end of it, it was kind of like a mixed blessing. I had more than enough paint to do it, to pull that off, more than enough pearl and clear to pull that off. So moving forward, I just have like the gas door and the handle on that side, the driver's side of the car. I got to do everything. I got to put the base, the clear, and the pearl all in it. Whereas I still have the hood that I'm going to re-pearl because I just don't feel like it doesn't look like the body or the bay. It doesn't look like the body or the bay of the car. So I want to put a little bit more pearl in the field. And the one trunk, the wingless trunk that's back there, it doesn't, the match is off. To show up, and I know I showed it in like previous videos. Yeah, you can't see it now because of it being in the light. It's kind of hard to see this on camera, but it's crazy, man. I wish you guys could see the flake in the sun, man. It's like, it's so unreal. It dances so well. But yeah, you know, so that's a couple little pieces I still got to touch up, but I'm happy with that. The main thing is now I want to get the engine back in the car, get it back down on the ground. I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? I'm ready. You guys can see all up in here. That's no defect. That's just that it's got to get wiped down, cleaned down, you know. But that's all ready, man. Like, I did wrap the liner all the way around on the car, underneath the car and everything. She's, like I said, man, she's definitely it's been come a long way from even when I picked the car up. I did get some knickknacks, and then one thing I wanted to go over in this video is on my front sub, which is this here, sitting on the ground with a bag of trash in the middle of it. But front subframe, since I had it out, there was something I decided that I wanted to do, just because I said it's no need to put that off anymore if I'm already down there at it. It's not this great. Soon, guys, hopefully I won't have parts scattered throughout my garage as much, which is a good thing, though. I've been able to buy the stuff that I need for the car to continue putting it together. Just bear with me. So I had this stuff sitting out, but I thought it would be accessible. That's crazy. It might be the first time this has happened to me on film. As I wanted to talk about this product on film. Dang, man. Actually, I might have already put it over here at my box, which I did. Good. So, I had the subframe out of the car, and I said, since I'm already going to be there, just do it right, do it one time. What you're looking at, I'll freeze this here for you guys. Can get this part number off of it if you want it for your car. Pretty much, this is the bushing kit for your steering rack, and this bushing kit, I know you got to be careful, especially now with a lot of this stuff. Nismo has been making reproduction parts. You got actually the Nissan Heritage Group that's been making repop parts, but this isn't a repop. This is actually genuine Nismo, and this is the reinforced, hardened, like polyurethane bushing kit for the steering rack. Before the tariffs and all got too crazy, fortunately I had some money stashed away. And I was able to get a lot of the stuff that I've been wanting to get or figured that I needed to get since I was already there, one of those types of deals. And this is one of those things. So before the tariffs and everything, I spent $40 US dollars for this kit. I checked about 2 weeks ago, and it was already up to like $95 just for these bushings alone. So, you know, hopefully by the time you watch this video, things may have cooled off a little bit, or it just hasn't ballooned and gotten too outrageous. So this kit here, this reinforced rubber kit, is supposed to go into your bushings on your rack, and they're stiffer. So it supposedly aids in the feedback and feel of the car, of your steering. And then for me, I'm like, looking at it, it's a 30-year-old car. So with it being that old, it's like, I'm already here down at it. Just replace it. I'm gonna show you guys where these bushings go. And I actually went through and scrubbed my subframe, cleaned it up all nice so it wouldn't be too bad. So pretty much to do this, if you have the rack out, I mean subframe out like I do in the car, it's just, you got these 2 bolts that's here, and you got 2 bolts that's here. You just got to get those from the bottom side, and then you just replace them. And I'll set up the tripod so you guys can see it. Another thing that happened to me while I was working, and I'll definitely put the part number and description in the video. This guy here, if you guys know what this is the top of your rack. So this is a little rubber bushing, or a boot I should say, that's formed. It's got a formed fit just like you see there. But that bushing pretty much disintegrated on me when I was taking this out of the car and cleaning it. It disintegrated and just crumbled all the pieces. 30-plus-year-old rubber piece. And that piece, that boot, protects debris and all from, or stops debris from getting into your racking and your gear and all. So it's pretty important to have. Thankfully, Nissan still sells it. They still supply it. Like I said, I'll put the part number in the description of the video and the link to it. I bought it from Nissan deal out in Seattle. It gets a lot of the JDM parts. Some stuff I've experienced where I thought they were kind of overdoing the price and they were expensive. So that's what led me buying stuff directly from Japan. However, this last little goodies spree that I went on, because of the tariffs and everything, man, the stuff was like triple. By the time I paid for freight and everything, it would be like triple the price of just buying it stateside directly from Nissan. So the good plus to that is I know I'm getting like legit Nissan parts. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you're on eBay, Amazon, or somewhere else buying parts and you're not sure, even if it's real, you know, if it's a knockoff or whatever. I'm getting genuine parts. So anyways, I'll put a link to that vendor in the bottom of this video, just in case, again, if you guys needed some parts, you know, needed to pick some stuff up, that's another source for you. So let me go ahead and get the tripod set up, and then I'll just do like a quick install video of me putting these bushings in, and then hopefully when I come back tomorrow, you guys, I'll have the engine in, and the next video we can go from there and just keep building, keep stacking till she's ready to hit the road. So hold tight, guys. All right, guys, so I went ahead already and pre-loosened these bolts just because I knew they would have some kind of a decent amount of torque. They would already be pretty tight, and you guys probably didn't want to hear this banging away, loosening things up. So you pretty much, like I said, you got the 4 bolts, and if you're at the bottom of your car doing it on car, God bless you, you still would have to you would still have to lower the subframe in the car just so you could have access to get the rack up out of there and everything. So again, to me, this was just like a no-brainer to do it while, you know, the frame and all is out of the car. And it's a 17 millimeter bolt. All 4 of them. And I'm actually going to try to cheat this a little bit. Guess I'm going to have to cover your ears. And I'm going to try to do just one side at a time. See how this works out. course, it's never easy. Never easy. Okay. So this one is a shield that sits on this one here that covers the rack. It looks like it's a 10 millimeter affair. So let me get my 10. Yeah, so on your rack there's this 10 here. You want to loosen that. The good thing is, I'll have to show you guys, but the one bolt I replaced stainless steel, and I'll probably do the same thing over here as well. Just put stainless steel hardware back in it. That's what like I said in the previous video, that's what I try to do on this car. And it started, like I got into that habit with my DA Integra. I went from a mindset of modifying to like almost thinking about like a restoration type ordeal. So as you can see, once you get that up, you'll get access to that rubber. Wow, and this is definitely like night and day between the Nismo. So it looks like I won't be able to do like I want it one side at a time. It looks like I'm gonna have to just do it all together because this is like below the, well actually, yeah, I guess if you loosen that up enough. But as you can see, here's the rubber. And this is 35-year-old rubber, right? So I want you guys to see this, pay attention to this. So this is, even if I would have bought the factory piece, it would have still been rubber like that, where the Nismo part is a reinforced rubber. It's not fully like polyurethane, but it's, as you can see, you know, it's like, and of course I'm able to squish this, but you can definitely see I'm not doing it to the extent. Like I said, again, this is wore out rubber, 35 or 30 year plus rubber, as you can see, right? So my other little trick that I wanted to talk to you guys about on doing this job, and it's really anytime you're doing bushing work, especially performance oriented, but anytime you're doing bushing work, you want to lube up your bushing. As you can see here, this came with energy suspensions piece, right? So you just want to put a, I mean, you ain't got to go crazy, but I'm just going to put a little bit of grease on this thing, and that grease will actually keep it quiet from squeaking and squealing, making kinds of noises as your bushings move around in the chassis of the car. And this is where it's going to be touching like metal and stuff like that, and then you just go ahead and you do the same thing on the inside of your bushing. Let's go ahead and wipe it down pretty good. I said, because this will stop it from creaking and making all those weird noises, believe it or not. And it actually will also help or prevent the binding of your bushings and your suspension pieces as well. The only regret with my DA, the only part that I wanted to experience, or yeah, only part on the car that I never replaced, that I wanted to experience what that would feel like was the RTA rear trailing arm bushings. But when I did the bushing install, I used that, and that stuff's lasted over 8 years on a lowered car and didn't have any problems. And I had energy suspension bushings throughout. So once you're done, you kind of clean the area if you like. Let me get my degreaser. All right, more towels. My man G, if you're still watching, bro, I know you know about this here, that come up that we got when we was working together, man. Still using it. That's like my last bottle from that employee purchase that we did. Yeah. My man G, man, he's believe it or not, like a lifesaver to me. He came, like, befriended me, the car guy, befriended me when I was like in a very dark and trying time in my adult life. He's a cool dude, really cool dude. I shot him out before. Channel is Rev High Drive Happy. If you guys are like big Honda heads, definitely worth checking him out. Now I'm just going up, being really picky as I'm wiping this thing down. Just like, I'd rather just keep it nice and clean, you know. And once you get that done, just slide that back over the rack. And that's it. Just sit it down in there. Clean up any excess grease that you might have got on the rack by accident. And then you just come back and you'll tighten that up when you're ready. Now, I know I'm going to replace this with a stainless steel bolt, but for right now I'm just going to stick this back in there to kind of hold my place. Maybe. Always easier said than done. Across there. This one. Alright, now I'm just going to flip this up and snatch that other one right out of there. I got it. See if I can get these bolts stored. This looks like the hardest part of the job. Just trying to get these bolts in that hole. It's like closed off like that. It's always easier said than done. Right? Never fails. You have a million tools, and then as soon as I start filming, it's problems. Never fails. Alright, well, that's going to fight me. So I'll have to come back to that. I just don't want to keep you guys in suspense here. Let's get this other. Now, if you're trying to do this on the car, you can imagine the level of difficulty it will be. As you can see how hard it's a little difficult right now. Just trying to get everything started again. On that side, you got your clasp. So this one might have been replaced before or something, maybe because it was easy, but as you can see, old and new, definitely. Now I can do that with ease. Get this on, you can see that. So it's definitely reinforced, it's definitely stiffer. And even if it wasn't, just because of the age of the bushings that's here, as you can see, they were wore out, you know. So now I'm just using my bushing lube from Energy Suspension, just going over it. And that's actually the rack side with aluminum, and that looks pretty clean. So it looks like I don't have to hit that with no degreaser. Good thing is it only sits in there like one way. And that's pretty much it, you know, and then you gotta put your bolts in there. So go ahead and kill this video. You guys can see this is how it's gonna look. And then you just gotta tighten it up. And there's a stainless steel bolt. So I'm gonna put another one of those right there, like I was telling you guys. So that's pretty much it. It's a pretty straightforward job. It is extremely humid here in the DMV today, so that's why I'm sweating like there's no tomorrow. But that's pretty much it on this video, guys. I know it wasn't really much to look at, but it was just like some type of update that I provided. Well, hope you guys are enjoying your summer, enjoying your life, enjoying your family. Remember to always walk in peace, walk in love, and just have fun, man. They're just cars at the end of the day. Some stuff may cost more than other cars, but end of the day, man, it's still a car. Never stop modding, never stop building, never stop dreaming. Love you guys. To the next episode. Peace.